Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Darkest Tower with the lovely, lovely Fallout Doomsday mod. And we have a problem. Do we? Or do we not? Let's see. There's a couple of them left. Wait, what? This is here. So it looks like... okay. So they're kind of trapped. That's why we have this going on. Where's my planes? They're in Gillabend. Okay. Let's try to get as many troops as possible into Tucson to at least prevent them from escaping. Unfortunately, my armor seems to have lost. Now my fire armor infantry is the only one that's standing in. Their troops are also very badly wounded here, though. So let's try to just throw in more troops into the action and keep that going. Yes, excellent. So we've destroyed their army and their capital. And now we just have them on the ropes. It would be hoped that they are on the ropes, but we'll see. Globe is the last remaining province that the Legion owns, or that has VPs and the Legion owns. So it's gonna be important to get it taken as quickly as possible. Okay, this should be fine for production. I hope I decline. I hope I decline these because they sent me a peace offer. And we are still at war, so good. I did decline. Yeah, right now their troops are just withdrawing all over. So we are, yeah, we're just gonna be taking them prisoner. While preparing for the final assault, we just need to get ourselves some reinforcements. Like that. And I can also stop the attacks because... from the Air Force, I mean. Because they're just gonna die. And of course they take Clifton, but that's no problem. Although, that could have been very useful in attacking Globe, because it not only flanks the river, but it also provides yet another avenue of attack into there. But this also kind of dilutes their forces, so it's fine. We're going to be preparing ourselves for the assault on Tucson. And once our forces are ready, we're going to start it. So we have 24 divisions. Well, if we also count these, we're going to have, yeah, around 26 divisions for the assault. Which should be enough. Should be, keyword. Because remember, it's a mountain province, and it's also across the river from some of the places where we're going to be attacking from. And here we have the power armor troops, which should go to Phoenix. The tanks also should go to Phoenix so that they get a clear line of attack. And that should be replaced by this. Ooh, so there was an attempt at an attack, but it failed completely. Interesting. So this should be our setup. You're gonna go on anti-partisan duty, just to try to prevent some revolts, because I know that revolts around here can happen. Oh, well, would you look at that? Apparently we're gonna be able to just take it. Very nice. Do we need the garrison towers? Because we just got the basic defense towers. No, we don't. I guess we are building some garrisons. No, we aren't. And I kind of wanted to build some garrisons. I wouldn't mind a couple of garrisons in a serial run, of course. But that's gonna be for later. I'm just gonna put them there, as in they exist, but it's not a priority for now. And once we take Globe, we can annex them. Yes, perfect. That's gonna give us quite a bit of belligerence, but it's fine. And you're all gonna stop now, because we're gonna need to reorganize our forces now. Okay, so the war with the Legion is over. They're finally gone. They're not gonna be troubling us anymore. I think our next enemy are gonna be the Vipers and the White Legs. Now this would indeed put us bordering Kurtz's camp. Or we could try to take out the Shu Empire, which would be a very good prize, except I'm certain that they're pretty strong. So to take them out, we would need to take San Francisco. Can we go from San Jose to San Francisco? Yes, we can. And San Francisco is a, I'm guessing, city. Yes, city. So we would need to take a defensive posture on everything but the city of San Francisco. I wonder how strong they are in terms of actual military. What can they tell me? 28 infantry. It says 20 infantry, which should be takeable. Legion had more. So what we could do is we could just leave some garrisons here in the east to prevent revolts and position ourselves on the border with all this stuff. Okay, this should be enough as a border force. And all these men can be redeployed west, I would think. These men as well, I think. Yeah, everybody except you. I think you both can go here. Oh, damn Luddites. So once again, the Luddites being dicks. You're gonna take care of them. Or maybe my friends are gonna take care of them. Who knows? Oh, yeah, they are. And it should give the province back to me because they're my allies. Okay, so we now also have another attack slot because we took over the Legion, and so we have AVIC. And we can use them for something. Land, we do have the Ruins fighting. Combined arms warfare is still a little bit off. Could improve our amphibious assault. Social tax. Free ranchers. Sure, that sounds fine. And then we're going ahead and getting computing. So we have the improved version. Pre-war materials, that's really good. Can we get any secret tech? No, we cannot. We're already getting it. We could get early atomic power. Or basic infrastructure. Clean water is still a bit far away. that may lead to a lot of things. And that increases our production of a ton of things by a lot. So maybe it would be best to get the pre-war materials. Yeah, okay. That sounds like a good idea. We're at a point where we can get a lot of technology in the industrial tree, so we're probably going to fall behind on some things. We'll just try to get everyone to not revolt. Okay, the Legion's gone. The ardent slavers have been crushed. The nation is only a foothold in history. Perfect. Getting more IC. Nice. One day we're going to have to deal with the Brotherhood as well. They are very, very annoying. We're also out of money. Wow, look at that. We'd have to spend 37 units of consumer goods on money just to get a surplus. For now, we'll keep it that way, but I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So we should probably later on go for in social taxation, just to get off my production of money, which should work and help that out quite a bit. I'm finally getting that jet interceptor. I wonder what its stats will be. I haven't played this for too long. Looks like it's very strong at air attack, obviously. So if I want to fight someone with an air force, jets are the way to go. Understandably. Yeah, in general, all these things can't be produced because of that damn money situation. But that's gonna be resolved soon enough. So we can continue to research stuff. Early jet is a bit far off. But we can get attack choppers. Yes. Then here we seem to have all of our defenses set up in the way that we want them to. You're gonna go to Tucson. And you're an anti-partisan duty in Globe. Then yeah, you're useful, but you have to go back to Phoenix. You have to... Phoenix is actually very low on the IC. Look at that. Look at that, only 3 IC. So it actually kind of makes more sense to stay in Gilliban because of all the energy that's there. If they revolt and take over the energy production, it's gonna be more annoying than if they take over the free IC from Phoenix. Of course, Globe and Tucson are much more important because of all their IC. Okay, now we have a decent little force set up against the Shu Empire. Oh no, we have metal graveyards. Let me address the problem. So we can get barter with barter military equipment, or we could build industry. So far, I think industry is still a little bit more important. Or is there any way to get money out of this? Nope. Supply, stockpile, change my... Yeah. Okay, let's get ourselves IC. And we can get more IC. Or we could reduce that descent down to 0, but we are already getting money, so descent is going to be reduced. And here we can still boost our industry. Yes, once we get to 100, I think we can start bartering for military equipment. And that's going to be more efficient than getting new IC. Free ranchers, that was here. I believe in social techs. Somewhere. We could get improved mining. Or, no, it was actually social techs, right. Free towns. That's also really good. Minus 10%, or minus 10 days on land unit training, minus 17 for air units, minus 12 for naval units, plus 15% industrial capacity construction bonus. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And plus 15% production bonus for everything else. Also plus 10% manpower growth, which this is just the best thing possible, okay? So economics is the most important one. So conquers caravans. Oh, I think that's from this. That's from the Legion, I think. Not entirely sure. Well, free towns is going to be very important. And look at that. Because we are at minus money, our research teams are not working as much because they're not being paid. So that's why you keep your money levels decent. Okay, so right now we have our forces kind of ready. The problem is we need some way to support our strong forces. Down here we have no descent. Now, in the east, let's check out the region map mode. Region... No, actually it's area map mode. Yes. So once we take over all of Arizona, we should have all of these assimilated, thus ending the trouble there. Unfortunately, no, we don't have any revolve risk in Nevada, thankfully. And only Las Vegas is really important in Nevada anyway, so that's fine. So we can get those defensive towers. Should probably put those down a little bit. Zombie apocalypse had hell spawn. Well, that does not sound fun. That does not sound fun at all. Okay, so now we're getting money again, and ooh, this one never came to be. Okay, sure. Leader has died, the warrior. That's not my leader at all. Metal ready for use. Yay! So we can now change our policy again. We have already done all the war aims. We could complete paid army, which would improve the organization of our army and reduce upgrade cost and time. And it would improve also manpower experience. Excellent. And they're trying to fund partisans. Interesting. We need 400 funds to increase intelligence, but I don't think we're gonna get a lot of funds in a long time. Another possible target would be Reno, because they have a weak point, that is Nevada City. If you take Nevada City, then Reno's gonna be separated from Sacramento, and a lot of their troops are gonna go down. And Sacramento is my province, so there's something to think about attacking there. Necropolis is also a possible choice for an attack. But Necropolis, they're really annoying. And apparently we have the hub forces under our control. Sure. It appears like... Oh, they have mercenaries, right. Whoa, look at that. Level 6 mercenaries. Well, they're pretty weak. Okay, so... You had, like, any decent forces. Hub defense forces, underground battalion. They're of course. Ooh, yeah, you're pretty good. So you join there. Mercs. Let's just get all the Merc 7s. Merc 7s are pretty strong, it would seem. Yeah, let's get those garrisons away. Yes. Okay, perfect. Human genetics research. Before the war, scientists around the world had made serious breakthroughs in a new field of science called genetics. This was a study of the fundamental chemical building blocks of organic life. With the advent of true-thinking AI supercomputer mainframes, great strides were made. Miraculously, your post-apocalyptic researchers are now able to conduct research into human genetics. Human genetics and super soldiers. That is going to be here. And we need it to be active. We need pre-war materials. Okay, right. Perfect. So that's going to be plus 5% research. And that's going to be a ton of stuff. And it can lead to wild death claws, which is pretty hilarious. I believe that is in attachment text. And yeah, you can get trained death claws in 2259, which is obviously pretty strong. Animal genetics. Okay, so we also have animal genetics, which is also research, and then this is research, land units. Well, there's just a lot of stuff, a lot of good stuff in that field. Okay, so our army in the east is pretty well set up, and finally we're gonna be able to do things in the west. And yes, I'm pretty sure that the Shire Empire is the most important first target, because they're just in general pretty strong, and so the sooner we take them down, the better. The sooner we take them down, the better. Now, can we more efficiently reorganize the hub mercenaries? Or is that impossible just because they're from the hub? Oh yeah, we can. So let's get them in groups of 2. Except for the main one, which is going to be group of 4. Like that, because there's a lieutenant general. And the hub is going to give them commanders. Hopefully good ones, but probably terrible ones. Find old airbase. Your military hear of an old airbase or airport within your territory. When they follow up this lead, they find the abandoned base. This base could be restored to working order. What do you want to do it? Or too expensive? Let's just get the airbase. In Stockton. Well, that's very useful. Now that we're about to attack the Shire Empire, Stockton is going to be an excellent airbase. We can also deploy a new helo wing. Excellent. It's going to be redeployed to the helicopters. And since we have a 4-wing, which is I believe what our target was, yes indeed, we can reduce the priority of producing attack helicopters. We can also reduce a little bit the money production situation, mostly because we lost all that money because we were at war, I believe. And at war, your money production takes a hit. And now we can start to really build the things that we require. I wonder if the Shire Empire has an air force. Now, that's New Order Schools. Excellent. Which is in social tax, I'm guessing. Yes. Can get taxation. That's going to require economics that right now is being used for free towns. So we could get early atomic power. Or espionage. Yeah, there's just so many things that we need to get. Advanced electronics. Clean water. Clean water would incredibly increase our industrial efficiency, supplies, production, and incredibly increase our organization for everything. So clean water, absolutely. Western Caravan. Yeah, we could sell. Because we need the Rangers still. And ZR Infantry, yay. So now we can start getting ourselves well equipped for the attack. We have 21 divisions. I think that should be enough. It should be enough for the southern portion. However, we need to have a very strong defensive force in Stockton and Woodland. Woodland, not quite as much, but Stockton, most definitely. In fact, we could also get ourselves some land fortifications in the area, just to make sure that we will not lose that area to the enemy once the fighting starts. It's going to be pretty cheap, and it's going to be pretty good. Find a lost vault. One of your many search parties has found what appears to be a lost vault. They eerily report back that they are about to approach it. Sure. Good. Wonder what kind of weird shit is going to be in there. Computer files. Before the scouts enter the vault, it is in bad shape with nearly everything that was usable taken long ago. Your salvage teams arrive later, and they find some recoverable computer files and hollow disks that contain extremely valuable knowledge. Well, isn't that good? Combined arms warfare, improve the lock launch. Isn't combined arms warfare the one that we need to do? Yeah, it's going to be great. So we can get ourselves more of that stuff. There was also a lead for attack helicopters, which we are now researching, so that's gonna finish it quickly. And there was also a, for support weapons. Let's send some search parties. Yay, more IC. Great, great. So we're starting to get ourselves transformed into an industrial power. Could get the new era attack helicopter, but that's still a little bit too early. We don't have any Zeppelins so far, so we can kind of avoid that whole ordeal. Tactics testing. Yes, this would be very useful. But I also kind of like to improve my artillery, because most of my army is equipped with that. And so getting new mortars and new artillery guns is going to be very good. Especially for the coming assault on the Empire. It's going to be very useful. And we can also... well, the Huns is offering us a white piece. Sure. It's not like we're fighting that anyway. Can we offer a white piece to you? Nah, sure. We could, I guess, just put planes in this Air Force like globe and try to bomb them into offering peace, but oh well. Radioactive cellars. We must address the problem. I believe radioactive cellars would be for scouts, but for now we can still get ourselves some IC up until, again, once we're at 100 and we have a new tech slot, I believe, then we're gonna have a thing like that. Free towns, excellent. That is exactly what we need. And that was in social tax, yes. Can get taxation. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh no. Combined arms. Yes, combined arms is a little bit more important than taxation right about now. And we could get more troops. Good. Now you are in Tucson, so in the east. We don't need you so far. We still have good commanders, it would seem, which is nice. Combat implants. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is gonna be good. And that was in Secret Tech, right? Yep. And the counterpart to Secret Tech would be Industrial. Advanced Electronics is a thing that could be done. But we need someone with electronics, of course. So Lockheed Martin. But NCR energy of 40 is a little bit better at that, so we could instead, and that's the end of it, sorry for that, could instead go for early atomic. We don't have anybody that can do atomic research, however. So let's get Brahmin caravans. Minus 2% manpower growth. Sure, whatever. Super Brahmin caravans, and then yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next part of Darkest Tower. I hope you enjoyed so far, and I'll see you soon.